us drink about and drive away all sorrow. Come, let us drink about and drive away all sorrow. For perhaps we may not, for perhaps we may not, for perhaps we may not to drink again tomorrow. Wine, wine, it cures the gout, the colic, and the tizzy. Wine, it cures the gout, the colic, and the tizzy. And is to all men, and is to all men, and is to all men the very best of physic. He that drinks good ale and goes to bed mellow, he that drinks good ale and goes to bed mellow, lives as he ought to do, lives as he ought to do, lives as he ought to do, and dies a hardy fellow. But he that drinks small beer goes to bed sober. He that drinks small beer goes to bed sober. Falls as the leaves do, falls as the leaves do, falls as the leaves do. He'll rot before October. Come, let us drink about and drive away all sorrow. Come, let us drink about and drive away all sorrow. For perhaps we may not, for perhaps we may not, for perhaps we may not to drink again tomorrow. Here's a health to the Queen and a lasting peace, to faction and to wealth increase. Come, let's drink while we have breath, for there's no drinking after death. And he that will this health deny, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, down, 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 down among the dead men, let them lie. Let charming beauty's health go round, in whom celestial joys are found, and may confusion still pursue the senseless woman-hating crew, and they that woman's health deny, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, down, 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 down among the dead men, let them lie. In smiling Bacchus joys I'll roll, deny no pleasure to my soul. Let Bacchus' health round briskly move, for Bacchus is a friend to love, and he that will this health deny, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, down, 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 down among the dead men, let them lie. May love and wine their rights maintain, and their united pleasure reign, while Bacchus' treasure crowns the board. We'll sing the joys that both afford, and they that won't with us comply, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, down, 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 down among the dead men, let them lie, down among the dead men, down among the dead men, down, 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 down among the dead men, let them lie.
but to sail between both on a sea of cool wine. And though some dull matrons your mirth disapprove, 'tis safer for ladies to drink than to love. So here's a health to all those who are better than wise, why they scorn to be vicious, yet are not precise. And though some dull matrons your mirth disapprove, 'tis safer for ladies to drink than to love.
There was a sailor, a false young man, he lived down by the sea. 6 pretty maidens he drowned to death by a lonely willow tree. When he went forth with Sally Brown, they walked down by the sea. An evil thought came into his mind to hurl her into the sea. But first take off your golden gown, take off your gown, said he. For though I am going to murder you, I'll not spoil your finery. Turn your face, you false young man, turn your face, said she. For it is not right that a nice young sailor a naked lady should see. So then he turned his back on her, he turned his face to the sea, and with a push and a mighty shove, she hurled him into the sea. Lie there, ye false young man, lie there, said she. 6 pretty maidens you drowned to death, now go keep them company.
One misty, moisty morning when cloudy was the weather, I met with an old man, he was clothed all in leather. He wore no shirt upon his back, but wool unto his skin, saying, how do you do, and how do you do, and how do you do, oh girl? I went a little farther, and there I met a maid. She's going a milking, well a milking, sir, she said. And I began to compliment, and she began to sing, saying, how do you do, and how do you do, and how do you do, oh girl? This town of Grey. I being somewhat jolly, I persuaded her to stay, and many kind embraces there I stroked her double chin, saying how d'ye do, and how d'ye do, and how d'ye do again. I said that I would married be, and she would be my bride, and long we should not tarry, nor 20 things besides. I plough and sow and reap and mow, and you shall sit and spin, saying how d'ye do, and how d'ye do, and how d'ye do again. Her parents they consented, all parties were agreed. Her fortune 30 shillings, and we married were with speed. And Will the piper he did play, while others danced and sang, saying how d'ye do, and how d'ye do, and how d'ye do again. Then lusty Ralph and Robin, with many damsels gay, did ride on road and Dobbin to celebrate the day. And when they came together, their caps they oft did fling, saying how d'ye do, and how d'ye do, and how d'ye do again.
Must have 3 things in store: a chamber with a feather bed, a chimney, and a hey nonny nonny, hey nonny nonny, hey nonny no, hey nonny no, hey nonny no. He that will an alehouse keep must have 3 things in store: a chamber with a feather bed, a chimney, and a hey nonny nonny, a chamber with a feather bed, a chimney, and a hey nonny nonny, a chamber with the goddess of beauty and love, arose from the froth that swam on the sea. Minerva sprang out of the cranium of Jove, a coy, sullen dame, as most authors agree. But Bacchus, they tell us, that prince of good fellows, was Jupiter's son. Pray attend to my tale. And those that thus patter mistake quite the matter. He sprang from a barrel of Nottingham Ale. Nottingham Ale, boys, Nottingham Ale. No liquor on earth is like Nottingham Ale. Nottingham Ale, boys, Nottingham Ale. No liquor on earth is like Nottingham Ale. You doctors who more executions have done with powder and potion and bolus and pill, than a hangman with noose or a soldier with gun, a miser with famine or lawyer with quill. To dispatch us the quicker, forbid us malt liquor, our bodies consume and our faces grow pale. But mind who it pleases, it cures all diseases, a comforting bottle of Nottingham Ale. Nottingham Ale, boys, Nottingham Ale, no liquor on earth is like Nottingham Ale. Nottingham Ale, boys, Nottingham Ale, no liquor on earth is like Nottingham Ale. You bishops and curates, you priests and you vicars, when once you have tasted, you'll own it is true that Nottingham Ale is the best of all liquors, and none understand it as good as do you. It dispels every vapor, saves pen, ink, and paper, when you're of a mind from the pulpit to rail. Just open your throats, you'll preach without notes, when inspired by a bottle of Nottingham Ale. Nottingham Ale, boys, Nottingham Ale, no liquor on earth is like Nottingham Ale. Nottingham Ale, boys, Nottingham
Richmond Hill there lives a lass, more bright than May Day morn, whose charms all other maids surpass, a rose without a thorn. This lass so neat, with smiles so sweet, has won my right good will. Well, our crowns resign to call thee mine, sweet lass of Richmond Hill. Sweet lass of Richmond Hill, sweet lass of Richmond Hill, my crowns resign to call thee mine, sweet lass of Richmond Hill. He's a first gay that can the air, a wanton through the grove, a whisper to my charming fair, I die for her I love. This lass so neat, with smiles so sweet, has won my right good will. Well, our crowns resign to call thee mine, sweet lass of Richmond Hill. Sweet lass of Richmond Hill, sweet lass of Richmond Hill, my crowns resign to call thee mine, sweet lass of Richmond Hill. How happy may the shepherd be that calls his lass his own. Oh, may her choice be fixed on me, mine's fixed on her alone. This lass so neat, with smiles so sweet, has won my right good will. Well, our crowns resign to call thee mine, sweet lass of Richmond Hill. Sweet lass of Richmond Hill, sweet lass of Richmond Hill, my crowns resign to call thee mine, sweet lass of Richmond Hill.
To Anacreon in heaven, where he sat in full glee, a few sons of harmony sent a petition, that he their inspirer and patron would be. When the answer arrived from the jolly old Grecian, voice, fiddle, and flute no longer be mute. I'll lend you my name and inspire you to boot, and likewise I'll instruct you like me to
One morning, one morning, one morning in May, I spied a fair couple, they were making their way. One was a lady so sweet and so fair, the other was a soldier and a brave volunteer.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, cried he. And where are you going, my pretty lady?
I'm going out walking by the banks of the sea, just to see the water gliding, hear the nightingale sing. They had not been standing but a minute or two, when out of his knapsack a fiddle he drew. And the tune that he played made the valleys all ring. Oh hush, cries the maiden, hear the nightingale sing. Soldier, oh soldier, will you marry me?
No, pretty maiden, but never will be. For I've a wife back in London, and children twice three. 2 wives and the army's too many for me. But I'll go back to London and I'll stay for 1 year. It's oft times I'll think of you, my pretty dear.
And if ever I return, it will be in the spring, just to see the waters gliding, hear the nightingale sing. Just to see the waters gliding, and hear the nightingale sing.
Were I laid on green Ireland's coast, and in my arms embraced my lass, warm amidst eternal frost. Too soon the half-year's night would pass, and I would love you all the day. Every night would kiss and play, if with me you'd fondly stray over the hills and far away. And I would love you all the day. Every night would kiss and play, if with me you'd fondly stray over the hills and far away.
Soon as the burning day was closed, I could mark the sultry toil when on my charmer's breast reposed.
And I would love you all the day, every night would kiss and play, if with me you'd fondly stray over the hills and far away. And I would love you all the day, every night would kiss and play, if with me you'd fondly stray over the hills and far away.
ear to my song, and will sing in the praise of good brandy and rum. 'Tis a clear crystal fountain, good England control. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. Now from France we do get brandy, from Jamaica good rum, sweet oranges and apples from Portugal come. But stout and strong cider, good England control. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. Now my wife, she do disturb me when I sit at me ease. She says as she like, and she does as she please. My wife, she do disturb me and burden my soul. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. I'll fathom the bowl. Give me the punch ladle, I'll fathom the bowl.
In Perth there lived a bonny lad, a brewer to his trade. Oh, he has courted Peggy Roy, she's a young and a handsome maid. Oh, with a fall diddle fall diddle. Well, he courted her for 7 long years, all for to gain her favour. There came a lad from Edinburgh town who swore that he would have her with a fall diddle Ah, will you come along with me, my honey? Roam with me the wide world o'er, and you'll never want for money with a fall diddle Ah, yes, I'll go along with you, all right, oh. Roam with you the wide world, oh, the wine to be the brewer's bride, oh, with the fall diddle Oh, the brewer, he came home last eve, quiring for his honey. Her father, he made this reply, I've ne'er seen her since Monday, with the fall diddle Well, be it so or be it no, I'll still not be forsaken, for there's as good fish in the sea as ever yet been taken, with the fall diddle
sin in the morn cut down at eve. It shows our decay, we are but clay. Think of this and take tobacco. The pipe that is so lily white, where so many take delight, is broke with a touch, man's life is such. Think of this and take tobacco. The pipe that is so foul within shows how man's soul is stained with sin. It does require to be purged with fire. Think of this and take tobacco. The ashes that are left behind thus serve to put us all in mind that into dust return we must. Think of this and take tobacco. The smoke that does so high ascend shows human's life must have an end. The vapor's gone, man's life is done. Think of this and take tobacco. Think of this and take tobacco.
I once loved a lass, and I loved her sae weel, that I hated all the others that spake of her ill. And now she's rewarded me dear for my care. She's gone and been wed to another. The bride and bride's party, to church they did go. They all dressed in satin did make a fine show. And I followed after with my hair full of woe, for to see my love wed to another. The bride and bride's party, they sat down to dine. I sat down beside her and poured out the wine. And I toasted the lassie that should have been mine. Ah, but now she's been wed to another. Some men from yon forest, they asked of me, how many strawberries grow in the salt sea? And I answered them back with a tear in my eye, how many ships sail in the forest? So dig now my grave, dig it long, wide and deep, and cover it o'er with flowers sae sweet. And I shall lie down and I'll take a long sleep, that's the best way to forget her. Well, we're all met together here to sit and to crack, with our glasses in our hands and our clays upon our backs. But there's nane among us a could either mend a mac, if it was nae for the work o' the weavers. If it was nae for the weavers, what would they do? They wouldn't hae clays made o' wool, they wouldn't hae coat, nor neither black nor blue, if it was nae for the work o' the weavers. Some folk independent of other tradesmen's work, for women needing a barber and dykers needing a clerk, but there's nane among them a could either mend a mac, if it was nae for the work o' the weavers. If it was nae for the weavers, what would they do? They wouldn't hae clays made o' wool, they wouldn't hae coat, nor neither black nor blue, if it was nae for the work o' the weavers. Aye, the soldiers and the sailors, man, ye mock them a sae bold, but gin they had nae clays, man, they couldn't they fight for cold. The high and low, the rich and poor, all body young and old, they all need the work o' the weavers. If it was nae for the weavers, what would they do? They wouldn't hae clays made o' wool, they wouldn't hae coat, nor neither black nor blue, if it was nae for the work o' the weavers. Weaving's good as ever, but yet it too can fail, as long as we need clays, man, to keep each other hale. So let us all be merry, we a bicker o' good ale, and drink a health to the weavers. If it was nae for the weavers, what would they do? They wouldn't hae clays made o' wool, they wouldn't hae a coat, nor neither black nor blue, if it was nae for the work o' the weavers.